right, let's talk spelling. I want to talk about some things. I want to talk about, why spelling is important, and then there's 3 different types of spellers I also want to talk about why do kids struggle with spelling? What are some of the reasons? And then of course I'm going to share with you my the curriculum that I use, which is spelling workout, and then I'm going to show you what my week looks like. I'm going to break it down and show you exactly what my daughter does every day of the week for spelling. Why is spelling important? I get this question all the time with my kids. Why do we have to learn spelling? Like it or not, people judge you. They judge you by your spelling skills, by your writing skills. That's just a fact of life. It is something that we just cannot get away from. I kind of liken it to how you are dressed. We are judged by that outer shell that we have. And our language skills are the same, because those are things that people can see and they can hear. That is why spelling is important. So just relate that to your children and say it's just one of those skills, like knowing how to balance a checkbook, like knowing how to change a tire on a car. It's just one of those things that we've got to know. So why do kids struggle sometimes? The truth of it is the majority of society actually are bad spellers. And I think it's getting worse actually. When you think about our technology and our modern world, everywhere you go there are just poor spelling habits. You look at a billboard and it says Krispy Kreme donuts, spelled with K's, right? Or in our texting world that we are in, everybody shortens words. IDK really means I don't know, or just all sorts of things that we're not teaching our youth to be good spellers. Another thing is that actually spelling is one of the harder skills to learn in language arts. Reading is a totally different skill than spelling. With reading, you are just looking at the word and you know what word it is. But with spelling, you're going to have to decipher it. You're going to have to think of the individual sounds and the individual letters. And so that uses a lot more brain power, and it's definitely a more difficult skill. I mean, how many times can you read the word deceive, but can you spell it correctly? You can read Wednesday, but how do you spell Wednesday when there's a silent letter in there? So that is why sometimes our kids struggle with spelling. So that leads me to, there are 3 types of spellers I want to share with you that I have observed in teaching 8 of my children. So the first speller is one on this side, and this speller on this side of the spectrum is the one that really struggles with spelling. They hate it. They don't want to do it. It's like a struggle for you to get them to do spelling. And frankly, as I have observed, as my children have grown, they really never become great spellers. They're the type that need a spell checker, all right? Those are the type that are always gonna need spell checkers. All right, now go clear across the spectrum to this side, and those spellers are, I call the natural spellers. It's easy for them. It's not that they enjoy it, it's just that it's not hard work for them. It's not a big deal. And these kind of spellers are the spell checker. They're the ones that love to correct everybody. They see, misspellings like that. They will probably one day be editors, is what that kind of speller is. And then between those two, you have the third speller, which is in the middle. Now, the goal for all of our children is to become solid, good spellers. I don't think you need to have these spellers that are, the spelling bee aficionados, that comes with that natural, gifted kind of speller. I just want for my children to be right in the middle and to maybe move up a little bit and become good, solid spellers. The curriculum that I use is Spelling Workout. This is the curriculum that is a tried and true curriculum for me for spelling. I've used it for a lot of years. It is so comprehensive. There are so many different skills that they incorporate into this curriculum, and I'll share that in just a bit. And let me tell you why I like Spelling Workout. First is, it is super easy to implement. I'm always about easy and how it affects me as a mom. The second thing I like about Spelling Workout is it works. All of my children that have used it and have gone through the levels have become good, solid spellers. And the third thing I like about it is it's pretty cheap. It is not expensive, and it's all inclusive. So there's a teacher's guide and there's a student workbook, and that's it. And that's what I like about it. It's easy for me to implement, it works, and it's pretty cheap. I do spelling 4 days a week. And so let me just share with you my Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, because Wednesday we don't do spelling, we go to co-op. And let me just share you what I do on those days. So I take this book and I actually cut off the binding, all right? I cut the binding off. And I do all this in the summer. This is my summer planning. And I put it in this manila folder. So what I do, let me show you. So here they are. Here's my pages. You get 2 pages from the spelling workout right here. And then I make this page, and I make this page, and I make this page. So let me tell you each about them. This is from worksheetworks.com, and it's free. And I go there and I make these worksheets up. And they're basically for handwriting, but they are using these spelling workouts list words. So I take the list words from the lesson and I put them in this. It takes a little bit of time. You may not have to do this. You could just get a piece of paper and you just handwrite them yourself. You don't have to have this fancy dancy little page. Then I also go to this website, abcya.com, and I make a word search for the list words. So here they all are. So again, you don't have to do this. You don't. But this is what I've done. And then, of course, I make my own spelling test pages up. Has a name, the lesson number. This is basically for me to keep track of, their scores. And then this is when we take a test, they write the word over here. And if they miss it, I put it right here. And I spell it the correct way over here. And then on the back, whatever they miss, they have to write that word 5 times. Now, you could do this again. You don't have to even make up this kind of paper. You could do it just on a piece of paper that you get and just write all this out yourself. Not a big deal. So let me tell you how I do it according to the week, all right? So I'm just going to show this. So what I do on the first day of spelling, which that depends on you. Usually for us, it's Monday. It's a very, very casual spelling day. I don't want to overwhelm them, and spelling can overwhelm sometimes my kids. So we just have this one page be it. So we read the first page, and if they are struggling with reading, I read it with them. I try and get them to read it though. I just go through it. So sometimes it takes a long time to get through this if they are just learning how to read. I also have them, recognize all of these words that have been, put in this little couple paragraphs, and then we go on the back and I go over this tip, which is really the spelling rule. We talk about it, and then I have them read as much as they can these list words. And then that is it. And then I have them do this small little exercise right here. And that is all I do on my first day of spelling. Then the next time I do spelling, which is day 2, which usually it's a Tuesday. So on the second day, I have them do this and this. And that is it. And then I pull out one of the supplemental pages and I'll have them do this. And this actually counts for their spelling, because they're doing this page, this one page right here, and it counts for their handwriting, which they really appreciate, that they don't have to do another thing for handwriting. So it kind of, kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Now on the back, if they want some, or I think that they need more exercises or whatever, then on the 3rd day of spelling, we will finish out this page. So this is the last page, the proofreading and the writing exercise, and then if you'd like to do bonus words. And so in this area right here, writing a sentence or all these writing activities, I will help them with this. They try and do this as much as possible, but this is sometimes a little bit hard too, this proofreading. So this page kind of needs mom in the beginning stages, and that's what I do. So we go through that, and then we work on this supplemental page. All right, I just have them do that. So again, it's very simple, doesn't take more than 15 minutes, which again, my kids appreciate. Then on the 4th day, what I do is I take back this page right here. Remember this one with the handwriting? And I will have them practice their words. So I have them use this page and this page with their list words, and I just have them write them out. Now this is where you can do a lot of different fun activities. You can do the rainbow writing, where you write the spelling words in a different color. You could do all the different activities that you can find and search and are on YouTube. You can do on day 4 as they're getting ready for their test. So that is what I do, and then we take the test. Okay, and this page will be for that test. If they're missing a lot of words, I would slow way down, and maybe you need to be more involved with what they're doing. So spelling workout, that's how I use it. I love it. It's a solid curriculum that always saves my bacon for my kids and teaching them how to spell. It's not the most glitz glam of them all. It's been out there a long time, but I really swear by it, and this is my go-to for spelling. As you can see in my week, it doesn't take that much time for spelling. In fact, it is maximum 15 minutes for my kids. But the key is it's consistent. You don't have to do very much. You just have to do a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, and then it adds up, and pretty soon you've got a good, solid speller. Yes! If you're curious about spelling workout, I have a video that's coming up next that you really should watch. And it's very informative. So if that's interest to you, watch that video next. Thanks for watching. Good luck with your spellers, and toodles!